Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are at right now. Wanted to let you know of something that's been going on the last few months, actually. Now, I'm sorry. No, it's not a new Alco. No, it's not a new Hustler. No, it's not even rubber bands for your old F units. It is actually something bigger than that. It's something that we've got a lot of comments about, and we wanted to give you a better tool to look up information and such. So I'm going to move the camera over to the workshop where I still have my laptop. And I'm going to hit the refresh button and see what happens. So there you go. That is the new Athearn website. Let's get a real close look at it here again, just to give you guys an idea of what we've been working on. All right. So let's take a quick tour of this real quick. All right. So real quickly, a couple of things that you're going to see when you come to the website, the new website, is you're going to be asked about the Athearn sign up for emails. Now, in the past, that kind of got lost on the original website. This is back. So the first time you visit athearn.com, you're going to be prompted to sign up to stay on the latest releases. Now, one thing I want to let you know is it's not just going to be emails about new releases. It's also going to be some other neat stuff, kind of behind the scenes type things. So you can definitely sign up for that if you like. One of the things that we've done is we've made it easier for you guys to find products. The products that you see here in this carousel, these are currently in stock at your dealer. If your dealer does not have them, you can certainly go to that product and either order it from the website itself or have your dealer order it through their sales rep. Now, quick rundown, we are doing some more refinements. Now, we've been working on this since before Christmas. So about 4 months, a large team have been working on this website. And this was all based on comments and data that we got from you guys. So we hope you like the refinements. We're going to be still going through a lot of those throughout the day. So if you see a hiccup, don't worry, we are working on it. We've also got this set up so that now you've got the Athearn family right here. So you can explore just the Athearn Genesis or just the Athearn line or just the Roundhouse line. Here's some more in-stock items. We're giving you more data, more images, more eye candy, more stuff for you to find. Now, here's something I'm really excited about. This is the Athearn blog. A lot of you guys are asking questions on Train Tuesdays and other lives about what we're working on, what we're doing. This is the Athearn blog. If you want to hear about shows that you couldn't attend that Athearn was there, you can definitely see that. If we go to the view blog here, we can see a quick write-up of the Amherst Railroad show that just took place this past January. There's also going to be articles in there that will be perfect for your workbench. Here's an article by Vic Yoder on speed matching. Really good article. Check that out. There's some other ones in there. And throughout the year, we're going to be adding to that. So keep an eye on the Athearn blog. It's a great way to stay in touch. Again, more items that are actually in stock that you can purchase now if you missed the pre-orders. And here's something I'm really excited about. This is the production schedule. The production schedule is something that a lot of you guys have been asking about. And this is going to be a little bit easier as we refine it going through. But we've got shipping now, due in 2 weeks, due in 2 months, 6 months, 1 year, and pre-orders. It's going to be real easy to find items based on where they're at. So if your pre-order window is closed, you can keep track of that in this schedule here and be notified when you can expect delivery of that product. Again, we've got an event calendar. This is brand new too. Next week, actually this week, we're going to be at the Rocky Mountain Train Show. So you can actually view where we're going to be. And it takes you right to the website so you know exactly where to go. We're going to be sharing a lot of all of our videos here on the homepage. They'll be easier to find. You can find all the latest videos that we've done in the last few weeks right here on the homepage. And of course, we'll have our social media feed that you can actually submit items to as well. There's a lot of stuff to go through. There's a lot of stuff to unpack. One of the things that I do want to show you guys that is another refinement that a lot of people are asking is searching by different search parameters. We can go to HO scale. We can go to diesel. And for the first time ever, you can do a lot more sorting than what was available before. We are also working on another filter that allows you to search by era. So if you're looking for a locomotive or a freight car that is from 1971 to 1990, you just select that. And there you go. Nice thing too is the web page is completely different. It will actually show you what's in stock with this banner here. There are other tags that will allow you to know that this one here is in stock. It's got a nice photograph. We can actually go to that product page and see in detail that locomotive. Of course, all of the bullet points and information about that locomotive is still included. We've broken that up for you right here. And whenever you just want to go back home again, of course, you hit the Athearn button. A couple other things too, if you do shop on our website, you'll see this little icon here, the train tracks going into the horizon. That is your shopping cart. We are working on the shop local button. So if there's something that you want and you see it on our website, you can select that button. You can find out where it is locally. We're also updating our clubs. So if you're looking for a club, maybe you've recently moved, you can go to the club finder and search by state. It's all done in alphabetical order. So there you go. There's a neat setup for you. It's been a lot of work. We're still doing some refinements. I hope you guys find it as handy as I do. Been really excited about this. It's been taking a lot of time away from some other things, but now that it's done, we're more than happy to have this set up and finally working for you. At this time, we are going to, I'll open it up for questions. Now the questions are about the website, so don't ask for GP7s or Alcos. That's all for the Athearn product suggestion email. This is pretty much just for Horizon things. So, Rick, I see your question about the parts department. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. We do support everything that's new. I do want to stress, I cannot stress it enough, we do not no longer support blue box models. That ship has sailed. That was 20 years ago. We just don't physically have the space for that stuff. there's plenty of other hobby shops as well as online um, uh, websites that carry that type of thing. But we pretty much will support the parts for the newest locomotives, and that goes back to about 5 years. After about 5 years, that starts falling off. You can go to this website now, and you can actually send an email to product support/tech, ask them for the parts that you're looking for, and we will get on it and get those parts sent to you. Nick, what is it with you N scale guys? There is N scale there. You're just not looking. Do we have a lot of N scale? No, we don't have more N scale than HO, and that's based on sales. As I said before, HO still makes up the lion's share of the market. So that's where Athearn is going to spend most of their time and energy, is on HO scale. We've done surveys in the past. In fact, we did a survey this past week, and N scale was only making up 5% of all of the scales combined. So we're going to pretty much concentrate on our core, which is HO. We're not abandoning the N scale, but there is N scale out there. It's probably, I'm thinking, Nick, that's probably just not enough to satisfy you. Sorry about that, but we are doing based on what sales are demanding. Yes, we will. In fact, we're going to have an archive now. Now, in the past, one of the biggest complaints about the website was it only went back a few years. Well, the good news is now it goes back to 10 years. Once you find you can search that by year, and then when you find the item that you want to look up, there's a PDF just like there was in the past. Let's see, what other questions? Matthew wants to know, will I still be able to view retired models? Yes, absolutely. In fact, one of the things that myself and the Athearn crew worked on, we spent through the weekend crunching this down in, was going through over 20,000 items. That's 20,000 SKUs that go back to 10, 15 years. And those were all put into a database. They were put into the website. You can search by part number. You can search by the archive. If it's retired, it's possibly in there. That being said, we're only going back about 10 years because anything beyond that is really not as relative as it was when it was first produced. So we've gone back 10 years. And again, keep in mind, that's 20,000 SKUs. Ian wants to know, are you going to include Canada also as far as clubs and hobby shops? Absolutely. We're going to do that. This is a work in progress. We've got some of the first bigger clubs in the United States in there. We plan on adding Canada as well. And in the future, we'll probably go international. Gary says, looks like a major improvement. The old website was weak and often hard to search. Thanks for addressing the issue. Well, thank you, first of all, because first of all, you noticed there were some shortcomings, and we heard you guys asking for refinements. And it basically came to the point where after about at least 10 years, it was time to not just revamp the website, but actually build it from the ground up. So this is a completely new website. I've seen some comments on social media already saying that we just put some fresh paint on an old locomotive. No, it's a brand new website. Snake says, I'm still trying to get into the email list. Well, do yourself a favor, go to athearn.com, and if you saw the beginning of the video, you'll see the first thing that pops up is a chance for you to sign up for that email. So sign up for that email. You'll get a confirmation, and you'll start getting emails from us as soon as we send those emails out. Snake, you are more than welcome as far as the database for clubs, and that's ongoing. That's going to grow. We want to add more clubs to it because we know that people move, and when you move, you probably want to join a club. So we definitely want to put that in there for you guys, and that's going to be growing, like I said. Dylan wants to know, how did you get the information for the clubs? Well, yeah, you're actually answering the question. I spent hours, if not days, going through by state, going through the NMRA database, going through other databases, going through contacts. And that being said, we're still not done. We still got a lot of work to do. So if you see me at one of the shows and you're like, hey, Jim, you didn't have this club in there, give me a heads up and I'll put your club in there as well. JD's got an excellent question. He says, will that be 10 years rolling, or will that everything be archived on the site from here on out? Yes, the latter. 10 years on, and it will keep on going. So that's just going to keep building up as we go on. So right now we've got about 10 years. In the future, we'll have 11, 12, and so on. So all that data that we've taken has been archived on this website going forward. Ramsey wants to know, can we search via road names too? Absolutely, you can. We did a lot of testing last week before we came live with this website. And it's really kind of cool if you're somebody like me that's got a specific layout and you're looking for specific cars for specific eras. It makes shopping so much easier. You can search by the era. You can search by the road name. You can search by the scale. You can even search by the brand name. So if you want a Genesis car from the 1970s for a Northeast Railroad, you can easily find it on our website. George says, this is no small effort. Nice job. I appreciate that you recognize that. And a lot of folks might think that it's real easy to start up a new website. It isn't. I will certainly not take credit for this website. I had a very small portion of it. The Horizon team that put together this website numbers well over 50 people that put in all kinds of hours, weekends. And even as we're talking right now, there's a whole team of web developers that are working on this website right now to make sure that the experience for you is a pleasant one. So thank you for noticing that. Yes, it's been about 3 months of hard work. It's finally paying off. Late Night Model Railroad says, these seem like really good improvements. I work in software development for the web, and these things like the era filter are great enhancements. Thank you, Late Night. I take that as a big compliment coming from you. I know after seeing your YouTube videos, you are a very detail-oriented person, so thank you. A lot of good comments coming in. I thank you for that. David, no, you did not miss the Hustler announcement. Not this video, maybe in a future one. Rick, I wanted to put your question up here because it looks like you're trying to clarify. Jim, I'm referring to getting anyone to acknowledge a request placed by email. Okay, so that is actually a great question, Rick. Thank you for clarifying that for me. What we have done is we have taken the customer experience level and completely changed it. In the old days, I would tell you to go to an email and then it would go to a product support person. We have a slightly different system now, and it's actually going to be a lot more comprehensive and it's more customer driven. So Rick, give that new email a try. That's going to go into a system, and there's a bunch of checks and balances to make sure that your questions, your comments, your queries are answered quickly. So give it a try. And like I said, we've tried to do a lot more work on the customer service end of the website to make sure that your experience is a pleasant one. Let's see. I'm just going to go through a few more questions and then let you guys get back to your Monday. Joel says, is there a section to order shirts, hats, and circus peanuts? Yes. No circus peanuts, though. If I see you in at the Rocky Mountain Show, I'll bring a bag of those circus peanuts. I can't stand them, but if apparently you love them. Yeah, we're actually going to have a section for Athearn gear. Now, there's nothing there yet because we're still working on that. keep in mind that while we were working on the Athearn website, we were kind of pushing other things aside, like the contest and things of that nature. We've got some major announcements coming out throughout the year that you guys are going to be a part of, and we'll start leaking those out here right after the Rocky Mountain Train Show. But yes, we are going to have some gear, and I'm already working on some stuff for you guys to start wearing, hopefully by this summer. This is a great question slash comment by CN8800. In your description for tank cars, when you show a placard, it would be nice to see what the hazmat number is for that car. That would help me decide if I need that car or not. That's an absolutely great comment. Thank you for posting that on there. We are actually working on some things just for that reason, because we realize a lot of you guys are prototype modelers. You want to make sure you've got the actual freight car that you need for your industry. So we are taking some steps to make sure that that's visible not only on the website, but even on the box and the label itself. Bruce is saying thanks for the era and the archive as well. Jimmy's got another great question. He says, are you going to add a modelers page on the site for us to showcase our Athearn models? Yes, we are. It's going to be part of the blog. And if you go to the blog now, I've got 3 sample blogs that you can look at from people that have sent us some really nicely done Athearn models through Instagram. So Instagram is going to be the way to get in touch with me to get that stuff on our website. Now, give me a little bit, because there's a learning curve on my end to get that stuff up there. But that's the beauty of this website, is now you guys can show us what you're working on, and we can put it on our website. And hey, I mean, everybody likes to see their hard work up on a website. Jonathan wants to know, how do I send you information about events coming up? Well, we actually do our events a year in advance as far as budgeting concerns. So what you see on our website right now, that was planned a year ago. For smaller shows and things of that nature, you can go through our customer service email. However, we pretty much, just because we're a small crew here at Athearn, we only do some of the biggest shows in the nation. That's Amherst, of course, Rocky Mountain Train Show, and of course the Nationals, just to name a few. But if there's something that you want us to maybe support in some way, you can definitely go through the customer service email, and that will get directed to one of us. Bernard wants to know, is it safe to say that most of the Genesis line will be included in the database? Yeah, absolutely. If we go back to the website and we scroll down, we've got the Athearn family. Of course, Genesis is our premier line. Our Athearn is our every railroader's brand. And then, of course, Roundhouse is for the entry level. So if we just want to explore Genesis, let's go ahead and take a look at it. First thing you notice is a landing page. This landing page tells you about Genesis in general. Now remember, we do Genesis in both HO and N scale. So N scale guys, I hope you're listening. Now, we also put at the very top, you can see that we've got locomotives that are in the Genesis series that are currently in stock. Here again, you've got a filter. If you just want to see N scale Genesis, I can select that. And if I want to go by an era, let's go to 1941 to 1970. And it will tell you right up here that these were pre-ordered. The next shipment is expected in September of 2023, which is great because I really need that Burlington car right there. So now it's only doing Genesis N scale, and it's doing models from that specific time period. Now, right now we've got a reporting mark, but let's say I want CB&Q. That's one of my favorite roads. And I select CB&Q. There we go. I know now that maybe I missed out on the pre-order on these, but I also know now that in September, these are due in. That gives me time to go to my dealer and say, hey, is there any way you can talk to your sales rep and order more of these CB&Q cars? Because I want them all. And you can probably do that. You'll also be notified too when they're in stock, because you'll see them on the website. You can actually be notified when they're in stock. By selecting this button right here, it will email you when you're in stock. What I would recommend is when you guys come to the homepage for the first time, sign up for the email. That's the first thing that you're going to see. But go over here and you can actually sign in and make up your own account information. Sorry, my desktop is a little messy today. We've got a lot of people in the background still working on the website. And we've got some exciting stuff going on in Athearn too. So the Athearn guys are working on a ton of stuff as well. Let's get back to a few more questions, and then I'm going to let you guys get back to it. Really glad to see that you guys are really happy with what our web team has done. March announcements. So there is a blog just for new announcements. It's a little bit different than the former website where you had that banner and you'd select that and it would go right to the new announcements. We're doing that a little bit different now. It's actually under the blog, and you're going to see that, of course, update here in the next few days, because believe it or not, Friday is when we actually start April. So this is the first time you'll be seeing the April stuff on the new website. Midwest Rail Production says the team that spent hours, days, and weeks on this new website needs a raise. Much easier to use. Thank you. I will definitely let all of the web folks and all the development team know that. We really appreciate you guys saying that. Keep in mind, we are still working on a few little refinements, so you might see a bug or two in the next day or so. But these guys, the commitment level has been amazing. I've been working with this team, like I said, just before Christmas. And a lot of hard work on so many levels. And so thank you for that comment. I really appreciate that. Richie wants to know, are you going to update the website with new models? We already have. They're right there on the front page. You're just missing them. We've got those ICC cabooses. We've got those GP38-2s, the SD90s. All of that stuff that you see in photographic form on the front page, that's brand new stuff. You've never seen it before. Are we going to have newer stuff than that? Of course, we're going to have the pre-orders. That's going to be organized, like I said, under the blog. So you can go in there and see the new items that you can pre-order. Joel says, website needs music. Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Roger Miller. All great bands, all great choices. I need to concentrate on the trains, though. Let's see. Any other questions on the website? Ted, that's just gross. All right. Any other questions? Looks like I've found some good answers for you guys. Tom wants to know, is it possible to buy powered chassis for Genesis models? Not at this time. Jimmy's got a great idea. I like that. He says, follow up, call it Athearngram for your Instagram. Jimmy, I might just have to do that. And I'll definitely give you credit if I do. All right. It looks like I've got most of the questions here. Now, like I said, there's going to be a lot of things that our development crew is working on in the background. So if you do see a bug, don't worry. We're already on it. We already know it. The amount of testing that was done last week is just amazing. We had a team of probably 30, maybe more, testing this website. So we've tried to cover as much as possible. And if you do see something, know that our team is working on it. So with that, I want to let you guys get back to your day. Enjoy the new website. Take it out for a test drive. We're really proud of it. We're really proud of the photography that we now get to use. Where in the past, the photography was just a little tiny square. It's much bigger now. And give it out for a test drive, like I said. Any other questions as I look through here real quick? All right. Well, I'm really excited, as you can probably tell by this new website. A lot of hard work has gone into it, and we know that there may be a few things that you see that will need some refinements. That's okay. We're going to refine this as we go. Just like a railroad layout, nothing is truly finished. This is going to allow us to grow a lot more than tacking on some Bondo on the old website. Really excited about this. And just to keep in your thoughts, don't forget tomorrow, look on Facebook and social media here in the next few minutes. You'll see a link for the upcoming Train Tuesday. That's going to be tomorrow night at 7. And we've also got the new announcements coming up at the end of April. Of course, you'll be able to see me at the Athearn booth at the Rocky Mountain Train Show. And don't forget either, there's so much going on. Friday night at Rocky Mountain Train Supply in Denver, Colorado, myself and George Bogatalk, we're going to get together. We're going to take a brand new Genesis Dash 9, and we're going to show you how to fine tune it for your layout. So that means lighting and sound. So do check that out. Watch our social media. Well, Bernard, I saw your question. So you know what? I feel bad that I missed it. What is your question? I'll try to go back and look for it real quick. But it'd probably be quicker if you just asked it again before I let all of you fine folks back to your Monday. Still not seeing your question. There you go, Bernard. You got a hot mic. Use it. No, so there's a couple of guys on here right now. They're really angry because they think I'm ignoring their questions. No, I'm not ignoring your questions. If you're not used to my live feeds, I have like 3 windows open plus another window in the other room. So I am going between website and your comments, and the comments come in quick. It is no slight against you. It's no disrespect to you. It's just that we got a lot of different things going on, and I'm the only guy running this whole thing right now. So if I miss your question, it is not meant to be disrespectful to you. It's just that I'm not seeing it. So Bernard and Train Jack, if you've got a question, go ahead and post it in there. Bernard, you must have missed my answer. Yes, Genesis will be in the database. It will be both in the archive and it will be in the present day. So all you have to do is either do a search term by Genesis the line, or go to the homepage and select the Genesis logo on the homepage. Train Jack. Okay, I think I missed your question because I don't remember this one. My question is how much longer until the Amtrak 50th anniversary units are ready? I've been waiting over a year. So not technically a website question, but I'll answer it anyway since I found it. We're looking at about early fall. I apologize for the delay, but I think you've probably heard me say it on Train Tuesday before. We had some delays, mainly in the microchip sector, that really delayed some things. But we are hoping to get those out in September. And don't forget, you can use the new website and it will give you an ETA. One thing I do want to remind everybody in the room, ETAs are just that, estimated. They are not set in stone. So keep that in mind. but watch that production schedule. I hope it's a real help to you guys. I will see you much later in person in Denver. Hopefully I can make you guys can make it out there to see me. But until next time, which is tomorrow night at 7 o'clock on Train Tuesday, I want to wish you all a happy Monday. And I hope you like Athearn's new website. Any questions, feel free to ask in the comments section of this video, and I'll be monitoring those and looking forward to seeing some of you on the train show circuit once again. So until next time, be happy, be healthy, be safe, do some good modeling, and above all, high greens. Happy Monday, everyone.